A billionaire female CEO found a worn-out USB stick in a trash can. She accidentally discovered that the data inside was 50 years ahead of current technology, so she immediately ordered her team to track down the owner of the USB stick. It turned out just half an hour earlier, a middle-aged man had come to her company for a job interview, but the interviewer got furious the moment he saw the man's age on the resume. He scolded his assistant for letting someone that old into the interview. Then, without a second glance, he threw away the man's 10 years of hard work into the trash. The man had no choice but to leave helplessly. As the sole breadwinner of the family, without a job, he secretly started delivering food to make ends meet. After a long, exhausting day, the man was completely worn out. But as soon as he got home, his son gave him attitude and even flipped over the dinner he had just prepared. Just as the man was about to yell at his son, his wife came out and said even a dog wouldn't eat the food he made. Then she questioned him why he hadn't transferred any living expenses. She said their son had already used his phone for a whole month. It was time for a new model. Faced with his wife's interrogation, the man had no choice but to confess that he had lost his job. But instead of feeling sorry for him, she asked for a divorce because he couldn't earn money. It turned out 20 years ago, the woman got pregnant unexpectedly. To find a decent father for the child, she had drugged the man's drinking water, then pretended they had a relationship. Out of a sense of responsibility, the man married her at the peak of his career and missed the chance to study abroad. As he got older, his patented inventions were stolen by the company. Eventually, he was directly fired. Under the pressure of life, he had to deliver food every day to survive. What he didn't know was that the child wasn't even his biological son. Looking at his wife, the man chose to leave with nothing. Heartbroken, he drank alone. Then he saw some young people singing on the street. He joined them on a whim and picked a song. As the music played, old memories started flooding back. He once was a brilliant inventor, winning multiple international invention awards, and went through so many hardships over the years. At that moment, the female CEO who had rushed over happened to see him. She was gradually moved by the aura he gave off, so she walked up and gently introduced herself. But the man coldly said he wasn't interested, which only made the CEO more intrigued. The man, now drunk, stumbled back to his old home. Seeing the portraits of his late parents, he broke down completely. Just as he was about to end it all, the female CEO showed up. Seeing his grief, she brought 100 bottles of liquor and drank with him to ease the pain. They ended up spending a wonderful night together. The next morning, she made him a pot of porridge to soothe his stomach. To thank her for her care and company, the man said he was willing to work at her company. Just then, the CEO got a call from her mother, urging her to meet a blind date, but she wasn't interested. Then she glanced at the man beside her, and suddenly had an idea. She casually told her mother she was already married. The man was stunned when he heard that. He quickly stood up and apologized, saying he didn't know she was married. The CEO burst into laughter, then asked the man if he would get a marriage certificate with her.